So guys, welcome. If every other one of the scholars decide to join us, I will let them in. I'm Miss Syndrome, but all my students call me Miss C. That's the reason I always said Miss C, because that's what I'm used to. Being called, I will say, a teacher will say high school here in Newport News. Anybody close to Newport News? Anybody in the Hampton Roads area? Where you from, Alice?
Norfolk.
Oh, you're down the street. You're the other side of the bridge. I ain't gonna lie to you, Alice. I'm claustrophobic, so I do not do the Hampton Bridge Tunnel. Oh no, I'd be one of those people that starts slowing down everybody on the bridge, you know. So no, I don't do the bridge. And where you from, Joyce? Where in Virginia?
I'm from Matthews. That's on the eastern side. I'm north of Newport News, and
Oh, okay, so you know that part.
yeah, I'm near Gloucester.
Oh, okay. How, Tristan, where you from in Virginia?
I'm from Prince William County. It's where Manassas is.
Oh yeah, you upstate. I used to be stationed. Yeah, I was in the Army back in my good old days. So I used to be stationed in Fort Belvoir. So I know that area. Aubrey, where you from?
I'm from Gainesville. I'm also in Prince William.
Okay. What about you, Jack?
I'm near Charlottesville.
Oh, wow. And where you from? Ifwa. I hope I got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. I'm in Loudoun County.
Okay. And what about you, Stefan?
I'm in Virginia Beach.
Oh, so you down the street. So you're close too.
Mhm.
So guys, I just want to welcome you and thank you for being in the program. I know it's going to be some time that you're going to feel like a little bit overwhelmed. Please, or when you get overwhelmed that you feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this, send me a message. We can talk, okay? Because I know a lot of you probably taking AP classes and probably doing extra, curricular activities, playing sports or doing other things, National Honor Society. So I know sometimes it can be a lot. Just let me know, because if I don't know, I won't be able to help you, okay? It sometimes comes because if you get sick, something, things can happen family-wise, school-wide. If you need a few extra days from the due date, just let me know ahead of time. We always can work something out, okay? Don't get stressed out. Don't get overwhelmed without asking first. I won't be able to help you if you don't ask for help. I'm here to help you. So don't be afraid, okay? How module 1, how everybody feel after module 1? Everybody feel good? A little bit like APA paper-wise, like, oh my God, what I'm doing?
I felt like the paper wasn't too difficult, and neither was the lab.
Good, good.
I didn't
Guys.
expect for the paper to be so long. The rubric covered a lot. I thought it was going to be like a 5-paragraph kind of thing.
Yeah, because remember it's an APA paper, so they expect for you to write an actual paper, not just like a quick essay and that's it. But the thing is, the more you start doing them, it becomes easier for you to do. And one thing that I'm going to tell you guys, the rubric is your best friend. Just follow the rubric. You follow the rubric, everything will fall in place. I mean, it will make your life a lot easier by following the rubric, especially like the one for this module, module 2. Basically, your headed, you have them in there because you have like the mission constraint, mission, you have all those little that would be like your subtitles, your subheading, they're right there. So let me see, let me see. Oh, hi, Matt. I'm going to try to share my screen to show you. Let me see if I can find, okay, I'm just going to go here first. And I'm just going to show you one from years past. So you have a better understanding. I'm just switching stuff around. So I'm gonna go on last year. Oh, that's Matt. Good evening, Matt. So this is the one. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. So I'm gonna find somebody from my last year VESS. I'm just gonna find, oh yeah, she was real good. My messages. Yes, everybody here waiting for new to see we're going to school tomorrow or not. So we praying that we don't have to go to school. Okay, guys, when you do your homepage, the only thing you have to put, you can put like the title of the mission or the title of the APA, like in this case, let me module 2. Let me go back to see what you talk about in this one. Oh, it's the NASA mission. So that's what you can put in here, NASA mission. She put APA, NASA mission. She put her name. VESS. Author knows you don't have to put anything, okay? The abstract, you see, she put the title. Abstract goes on a separate page by himself. And you see at the end of the abstract, she got her keywords. Some of you, like the first module, I didn't take points away from that because I know you guys getting used to this, but be sure starting with this module, always include your keywords. So your keywords will go at the end. Then on the second page, you see she always had the subheading, the headings at the top and the number of the page. In this case, she got the mission. So that would be her quick introduction. And you see how the introduction is, don't do just 1 or 2 sentences, just be sure that you have enough information to grab the reader attention. Then she put the mission subject, and then she wrote her subject, then the mission type, the user, the mission duration, the elements, orbits and altitude, the constraints, conclusion, and
I can't see the paper.
Can anybody else having problems seeing this? Okay, I'm gonna try to share it again and see if you can see it. What about now? Can you see it? Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, if you was having any problem, just don't be afraid, just tell me, okay? So I'm gonna go back from the beginning. So this is the, see in the beginning, this is the introduction page. So this is just telling who you are, the name of the paper. So she put APA NASA mission. You didn't have to put APA, so you could have omitted this part and just put NASA mission. That was her name. And she just put the whole word for VESS. Instead of putting VESS, she put Virginia Earth Science, System Science Scholars. So then this is the abstract. You see the abstract should go in a separate page by himself, and you need to be sure that you include your keywords. Like I mentioned before, module 1, I didn't take points out for not including the keyword because you guys getting used to writing this type of paper, some of you, but be sure starting with this module, your keywords must be included, okay? Then you see, then
So
she
for
had,
keywords, would that be just single words or maybe like a small phrase? So if you had like climate
just
change,
keywords, just
could that be a
keywords,
keyword?
just words,
Mhm.
words that are related to your paper, words that are important for you in this paper. Then you see, then she have her introduction. And please be sure, because I have some of the scholars, they have the abstract on the main page, you know, the introduction page. That's a no. Your abstract always should go in the page, the following page by himself. And then at the bottom, that's where you include your keywords.
And
Okay.
you could use the word climate change since that's a concept. And the running header with the new, you did tell them that's not necessary, right?
Yeah, well, I just told them just to get them used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, and some papers, some professors will say they want an abstract, some will say they won't.
They won't.
The most part, scientific papers are going to want the abstract.
Yes.
So
So
that's why
that-
y'all are writing it. I know it's not mandatory, and I think, what is it? APA 7 now is what's out. They've changed a few things that are requirements. So anytime you're writing a paper, make sure you check with your professor to make sure you're writing the paper the way they want it written.
Yes. Because most likely is like Ms. Correa was telling you, they will like the latest. So you always ask your professor when they said you need to write an APA paper, what format they want for you to write the paper, and either want the latest of the edition for the APA. Then you have your introduction. Please be sure when you write your introduction that you go in detail. That was the thing that some of you was giving me introduction, you was giving me information, but you were not going into detail. And another thing that some of you wrote, yes, you was citing, giving me citation, but when you go too much with too many citations, you lose your voice. We want to see if you're able to understand what you're studying, what you're researching. So it is good to sometimes have a citation, but don't let your whole paper be a citation because you get lost through citation. I want to hear you. I want to see how much you understand about the mission. In this case, whatever is module 2 that you're researching for. Then you see she used, if you go, I'm going back in here, I'm going to go to this year, module 2, and I'm going to go to your rubric. Guys, like I mentioned before, the rubric is your best friend. Your best friend. Oh, this is another one. Let me go back. It's right here. There we go. If you look in for this module, you're going to choose one, and then you're going to work on it. So you're going to expand your research. See, you have in here all the themes that you need to discuss on the paper. Use these things in here of your headings. So when you're going to talk about the mission subject, you can put mission subject, and then you can discuss what the mission subject is. Same thing with the objective, the type. Guys, if you follow this, you will be okay. Because when I grade the paper and you see, always use this, all the criteria that it has been given to you, how to do this. Because when I grade your paper, this is what I follow. So I go here, I'm going to go to my class. This is you guys. So I'm just going to pick, because nobody has submitted one, so I'm just going to, so you can see what I grade when I'm grading your paper. So if, can you guys see my screen? Okay, so this is my rubric. When I'm grading your papers, this is what I'm going based on. You see? So when you do your format for your APA, this is what I will choose from if you follow the direct APA style. When you do your abstract, this is what I look for. When the next one, introduction, if you have an engaging that grab my attention, that you have your thesis statement, that everything was clear, say, so that's what I give you your entire point. See, the introduction is well written, it's clear, it's concise. Then I go to the mission subject and I go the same thing. So do you see this information in here is the same thing that you have on your rubric. And please be sure that you follow your rubric. Then the mission type, the user, the duration. So everything, that is what I'm looking for. Then if you look in here, conclusion, you had to leave me like, oh, wow, he knows what he's talking about. She knows what she's talking about because strong. So you are presenting the information, everything synthesized at once. So now I fully understand your research, your paper. Then if you remain focused on the topic, then I also look at your sequence, your structure, everything was the mechanism, your grammar, if your spelling, how you presented this. So this is when I start looking, you use too many citation. And that's when I said it needs a little bit more, things that needs to be corrected. And it's because, see, citational sources. When it becomes too many citation, then it becomes like, yes, he knows what he's talking about, but I don't hear his voice. Then how you synthesize your information, your quad chart. Your first module, you did not have a quad chart. Now you do. So as soon as I finish in here, we're going to talk about the quad chart and the timeline. If you turn it in on time, right there, you get 40 points. Yes, we do understand things happen. So if you have any problems, you need to let me know ahead of time so we can work something out and I can give you an extension. The only thing that I'm asking you is don't let this happen too often. Like every module, I need an extension. That's what I mean. Because yes, probably this module, something may happen. And we know that the virus is increasing again. So if you are sick because you or your family do have the virus, let me know. And I will be more than happy to give an extension. Something happened that you got sick, something happened in school, let me know ahead of time, okay? Please don't come like 5 minutes before the paper is due to try to, can you give me an extension? That is what I'm asking, what I'm saying. Because you knew that you had the time, but for some reason you probably forgot to tell me something or you did not manage your time wisely. And that's the reason why you feel like, oh my God, I forgot. So just be sure, because things happen, life happen, just let me know ahead of time. And if I had to give you an extension, I'd be more than happy to do so. But I cannot give it to you if you don't ask for it first, okay? So I'm gonna go back and we're gonna talk about the quad chart.
While you're doing that, can I say a couple things?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you get down and when we in college, you're going to have to get in the habit of making sure you learn time management, because they are not going to grant you an extension.
Mm-mm.
It's not going to happen.
No.
I'll give you an example. I was sick, running 102 fever, and had a doctor's note. My professor said either show up for your midterm or take an F in the course. So there is no such thing as late work. There is no such thing as not meeting your deadline. So if you have an online quiz and you miss it, it's
You missed it.
and sometimes that's the difference between an A and a B in a course. So you've got to learn the time management skills. Okay, we can work with you here because we also know you're taking a full load at school, but just don't get in the habit of it. That's all, because you're not going to be granted extensions in college. It's going to happen. And this learning how to write this paper is essential. I went to UVA and there were 180 physics majors that were expelled for plagiarism over a paper. And long story short, 4 of them got their diplomas taken back from UVA. So they wasted $80,000 and had nothing, all over a paper. So what Mrs. Centron is telling you is very important to learn this, the writing skills and how to communicate. I don't care if you could be the biggest engineer in the world, you have to communicate, you have to write. If you can't get people to understand you, you're worthless in your job if you cannot convey what you're trying to get to somebody. I mean, my brother went to tech as an engineer, and he said that was one of the things they actually emphasized was English. He thought he'd never have to worry about English again when he got there. Oh yeah, I sat in a class next door next to a guy. I was looking at his paper. He had a -45. That was his final grade because of grammar and incorrect things. So he had a negative grade. I didn't know that was possible. And that wasn't in an English class. That was in a science class. So he started off the year with -45 as a grade. So that's why Ms. Citron's going through this with you and why this is important for you to learn these skills while you're in high school. But I don't want to interrupt y'all anymore, but I just want to kind of reinforce what she's doing. The purpose of the quad chart, I'm going to tell you real fast. Dr. Seasley, who talked to y'all a couple weeks ago, right before Christmas, this is what they call an elevator speech. Okay, this is a short synopsis of research you want to do. And she happened to be in the elevator with somebody, and she needed this new piece of equipment. And she was talking to the guy in an elevator ride. So this was her talking points, and it ended up being worth, I think she told me something like $1.2 million. That's why we're teaching you how to write these things, because NASA uses them all the time. And it's just a quick summary of research that's going on. This is what you would take into a meeting. These are your talking points. Instead of a big PowerPoint, you just use this as what you're talking off of. So what
just,
to do,
I'm sorry, and piggyback on what she's saying, when you do the summer academy, you're going to be doing this daily.
yeah, because this can be part of your mission. So everything you're learning in here, the information, the techniques, is setting you up for the summer academy. Because what you're going to do in the summer academy, you're going to design your own science mission. And you're going to put it together, choose the satellite, how it's going to launch, where it's going to launch, instruments, what you're going to study. So the mission is yours. So we're giving you the skills, and part of the quad chart is part of this. Every day you have to use one. Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt. Does anybody have questions for me about anything?
And
Okay.
another thing, guys, is when that I have been trying to reinstate all the time, guys, you here working together. You are not working by yourself. You guys can help each other out. The reason why that you have the discussion boards that has been created is for you guys to talk to each other. You guys in this together, because when we do the summer academy, you will be working in groups. You will be working in teams. So you are not here alone. We're just here to guide you, but you are the ones who are going to be working as a team when June or July timeframe comes. So if you start asking questions to each other, somebody doesn't know something, ask each other out to help each other, because you are going to work as one when the summer academy comes. And if Miss Correa, she's here, she can say that. I don't know if she's here, she left. She probably left. So guys, please be sure, if it's a question that you have, okay, guys, like I tell my students, you guys have your own language. Teenagers have your own language, the old way you talk. So you guys can help each other out. If you something that you don't know, everybody in this group are working in the same paper, working in the same lab report. So you have a question. I'm not saying don't ask me. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you, but you also can help each other out, okay? Okay, guys, so this is the quad chart. Please use this. You see, these are different examples of the quad chart that you can use. So you have different examples. You can pick the one that is easier for you to do based on the information. See, there you go. This is the one this is your template, and this is the one that you are going to turn in. So when you do your APA paper, so I'm going to go back to that paper. Let me see, but I'm back on the paper. No. Okay, there we go. Here's the paper. Can everybody see the paper again? Yes, okay. So you see, this is what I was saying. You can use same mission subject, and she got the heading, and then she explained, and she did that for each one of the topics. Then at the end, when she put her conclusion, you see she got her references, and then she put her question. So the question is going to be added to your paper. Okay. So this is how it's going to look for this particular module. So this, from now on, you are going to have question for all of your modules. I'm not sure about your final paper, but all of the papers from now on, a question is going to be included. So, oh, that's my classes. There we go. So this is the template that you have, and this is the template that you should follow when you start putting the information, but they're giving you different examples in here on how to do it, on the type of information that expected for you to add to the question. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? Okay, another thing is, you know, now for starting this module, and I think it's 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure about module 5. Let me go check. Module 5 is your APA paper. Oh yeah, you got the assignment. Yeah, you're reviewing the one before. So I think it's 6, 7, 8. That's the one have, you know, in this particular module that they're asking you, you have any questions? The reviewing of the prior module. So you're going to be having this. I think the last 3 modules, if I'm correct, is the only 3 modules that you will not see this. So you're going to see this, I think it's from 2 to 6 or 2 to 5. I'm not sure.
Will they always have an earlier due date than the rest of the modules?
Yes, they do. They do. They do.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So this one's supposed to be due today because today is the 3rd. So but it's only 3 questions. Just be honest. It's just a way to reflect on yourself or me if you feel like I should have helped you a little bit more, whatever. I mean, just be honest, okay? I won't be mad at you. So any question, guys, that you still may have? Do you understand how to use the rubric? How to do the APA? Do you have a better understanding now about the APA paper and the references and everything? Just guys, like I said, your rubric is your best friend. Just follow the rubric because it's very detailed. Just follow the rubric, follow the guidance that it has been given to you. See, they tell you mission of objective, why. Define the purpose of the mission and what services or information it will deliver the user. Why is this mission being attempted? So just be detailed. I mean, you don't have to write a whole page on the mission objective, but just like she did in here. Let me go back. There we go. So she was detailed in a nice paragraph with a lot of details on how to do this, okay? So just be sure, take your time. You know, everything is due on Sunday. Is this Sunday? Guys, one advice that I'm going to give you, because I know a lot of you probably taking APA classes. Anybody take APA classes in here? Any APA people? What are you taking? Trying to see if, let me stop sharing so I can have, there we go. What type of APA classes you guys are taking? APA, Lord Jesus, AP classes. What AP classes you guys are taking? Anybody?
I'm taking AP Physics 1 AP Lang Comp, and AP US History.
Wow, you are booked. Anybody else taking AP classes?
I'm in AP Physics 1 and AP Calculus AP.
Another AP class? Nobody else taking AP classes?
Yeah, I'm
But I'm-
doing Chem and US History and Lang.
Oh, my coworker, she will love you because she's
Oh,
AP
and Computer
Chem.
Science.
Okay, wow. So I know everybody else probably taking honors classes. So you guys are full as well. Yes, Alice.
Oh, yeah, okay, so like some lang, it's like seminar and language, and then like US history, and then environmental AP, and then there's some more history.
I teach AP environmental. Yes. And I teach biology and I teach forensic. So guys, like I said in the beginning, I'm here to help you. So if you need any help, please send me a message. I ain't gonna lie to you. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. So like after 8 o'clock, I close everything because I need to decompress. But I will be sure because I get to work early that I will reply to you. So if you see something at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:10, 6:10, 6:09, so it's because I'm already at work. So I will try to reply to you as soon as I can. I know we have a 24-hour policy to reply, but I try my best to reply to you as soon as I can. Because I know you're trying to do your work as soon, as you can. So guys, my advice to you, just start working on with this a little bit at the time, a little bit every day. So when Sunday come, you won't be overwhelmed because you have 2 weeks window. Every 2 weeks, you turn in something. So just try every day in those 2 weeks, work on something. So when Sunday come, the only thing you have to do is relax. As soon, everybody who already have turned in something, the last thing that I graded was like 5 o'clock this afternoon. So if you turn in something after 5, I probably have not graded it yet, but I try my best to grade it as soon as I can, because I think it's fair to you to see where you're standing. If I grade your paper before the due date and I make a comment and you want to make the correction, feel free to do so. And I'd be more than happy to regrade it again, okay? Did anybody have any questions? Anything that you want to share? Anything that you want to say? Anybody got a lot of snow? Okay, yeah, because us over here, we didn't. But I'm still waiting for them to give us an announcement. No school tomorrow, I need an extra day. Okay, let me see what my friends are saying. Newport News has not said anything yet. Darn it. Hampton already canceled school for tomorrow. So Chesapeake already got 2 hours delay. So we're waiting for the rest. I'm just calling for, no school tomorrow. I need another day off. So anybody, any questions, anything that you want to share? Any question about the summer academy? So, they're still hoping that we will be able to go to NASA. It's all depend how COVID number works between now and then. But if we got to go back to virtual, this is what we will be doing all day. Talking with each other through the computer. So we already have done it the last 2 summers. It went pretty well. I really enjoy it. Of course, it's nothing like being in person because you will have been staying and seeing you. So we stay and seeing you. That's what that's the dorm. We stay in the dorms and then we go to NASA on a daily basis. So let's see what's going to happen if we're going to return back in person or we remain virtual. So we will see. Whatever happened. So Cross the fingers. So you guys, if you don't have any other questions, you can stay here with me, or you are free to go. I'm gonna be sure that I'm copy the link and I will send it to all of you in case you want to look at this later, okay? So, oh, you funny, Matt. Well, that's supposed to be a wolf?
We don't have power right now.
Oh, you just lost power?
Yes.
I thought you
Well,
turned their lights
It's
on
been
to
out
make
all
some-
day. And then we've been out all day. I think dinner just went out.
Oh my
And
God, I'm
so
so
the
sorry
lights
to
went out.
hear that.
Yes.
So I am proud of you that at least you tried to be here. Because I can see the shadows in the back, so look like, people making, the hand. So like, oh, Matt's trying to be funny with us. It's just you don't have no power.
I think that's just from the flashlight that I was using to illuminate my not
That
dark.
was funny. So guys, Matt, I know you don't have power, so if you wanna log out, you feel free to do so. And hopefully you get your power back soon. So guys, honestly, if you don't have any other questions, you are free to stay or you are free to log out. It's up to you. But I will be here until 8 o'clock, okay?
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Citron.
Thank you guys. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you.